canceling Social Security before the age of 66. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I want to cover some concerning information that some lawmakers are now considering when it comes to Social Security benefits, especially for those people claiming benefits prior to the age of 66. There's a lot to talk about here, so let's get into it and discuss all the details. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and because I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you right by your side every single day, watching all this new information hitting the wire, doing the necessary research, and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay updated with what's actually going on right now, and most importantly, how it's going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course, anything popping up right now we can possibly grab and or take advantage of as low income and fixed income beneficiaries. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. And also remember, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. That's my dedication. That's my commitment. And as always, that is my promise to you and everybody right here in the community. All right, thanks again. Let's get into it and talk about what these lawmakers are now considering when it comes to Social Security benefits. As we know, millions upon millions of beneficiaries rely on these monthly benefits, and a lot of people also file for their benefits prior to their full retirement age or the age of 66. Well, that could possibly be coming to an end sometime soon, and I want to bring you the details. Now again, I want to make this very clear. I am not here to instill fear in anybody, but rather I'm here to give you the details because we know that these lawmakers have a lot of different tricks up their sleeve, and honestly, when it comes down to it, they're not even tricks. Honestly, they're a lot of just cruel games, but I want to break it down for you because unfortunately, they make all the calls, right? Lawmakers are the ones who make all the calls for us, and unfortunately, we need to follow the rules, right? I know, it's not fun, but that's what we have to do, and according to what they're planning, I want to break this down for you. Now, here's the thing. We are all very aware of this insolvency issue in about 12 or so years, give or take maybe a year or two, but we know in about 2035 or so, there's this insolvency issue. It's a long time out in the future. However, lawmakers are now considering a lot of different options right now as far as what they can do to make sure that they don't have such a huge insolvency issue ahead of them in, like I said, about 12 or so years, right? So as a result of that, they're playing around with all these different ideas, including raising the full retirement age up to 70 years old. As you know, right now, the full retirement age is between about 66 and 67. Anybody born after the year of 1960, well, basically 1960 and after, their full retirement age is the age of 67, right? So that's what we know as of right now. However, we also do know that you can start claiming your Social Security benefits as early as the age of 62. In fact, according to the reports, about 2/3 of the population claims their benefit prior to full retirement age, right? So that's somewhere between the ages of 62 and about 66 or so, right? Give or take a few months. So that's a lot of people that claim their benefits early. However, in conjunction with all these pieces of legislation out there, and in conjunction with all of these lawmakers coming out with all their great ideas to raise the full retirement age, to raise payroll taxes, a whole variety of different things, cutting benefits. I mean, seriously, the list goes on and on of all the different things that we've heard about for the last couple of years now of what they want to do about this insolvency issue. Well, get this. Now they're talking about something different, and it would be eliminating the opportunity to claim your Social Security benefit prior to full retirement age. Now again, I want to make this very clear. This is not something that has gone into fruition yet, but it is something that they are considering. Considering so many people claim their benefit prior to full retirement age, they're saying, hey, if we just make it so that you can't claim benefits early, you can no longer claim benefits at the age of 62, you must wait until your full retirement age. That would basically eliminate about 2/3 of the people from claiming their benefit early, therefore forcing them to wait until full retirement age. Now get this, it's kind of like a multi-pronged approach that they're looking at behind why this idea would actually work. Now again, I'm not saying that this is the approach. I am not saying that I agree with this. However, I want to break this down for you so that you have all the details. They're simply saying a couple things. If we push out the age in which people can start claiming Social Security benefits, number one, we have less people drawing on the Social Security Trust Fund, right? Less people drawing means less money going out. That means the insolvency date would be pushed out further into the future, right? Way further out. At the same time, honestly, I don't like this idea, but this is what they're saying. in this event as well, if seniors are no longer able to claim benefits at the age of 62, guess what? They're going to stay in the workforce even longer. I don't know. Something about that seems super messed up to me. I mean, seriously, let's be real right now. I mean, seriously, come on. You're going to expect somebody to work until like, I don't know, 66, 67, 70, something like that, working full time. I mean, seriously, come on. I'm sure people at the ages, 62, 66, something like this. Now, honestly, I'm not 62, I'm not 66, but I'm sure when I get to that age, I'm going to say, I'm kind of good here. I just want to enjoy life for a little while. You know what I mean? And I'm guessing many of you here in that situation are probably feeling the same way. Dude, I've been working my whole life. I'm good to just relax for a little while. You know what I mean? Enjoy life for a little bit, right? The golden years, as they call them, right? I mean, obviously, you all know that. But here's the thing. And like I said, this is honestly, in my opinion, a little bit cruel, but this is what they're saying, is if we push this out, as in we no longer make it eligible for people to claim benefits prior to their full retirement age, basically pretty much 66 or after, depending on your year of birth and things like that. But if we eliminate that opportunity, we have two different basically approaches here, which is number one, less people drawing on benefits, and number two, we force these people to stay in the workforce longer. I don't know. Seems super weird and honestly super messed up in my opinion, right? Just because, I don't know, just doesn't seem right about that. To force people to work longer into their mid-60s because, they can't retire, they can't get out of work because they don't have a benefit to draw on, therefore you must keep working. I don't know. Just seems really sad to me. But again, that's just my opinion on this. But this is what they're looking at right now. And again, this is just another approach that they're potentially looking at to potentially eliminate that opportunity to claim benefits prior to about 66, 67, or after as a result of working on this insolvency issue. Now, here's the thing. I think all of us are saying, well, I don't think we'd have this insolvency issue if maybe, number one, they stop taking money out of Social Security, borrowing it, and if they do, pay it back with interest, right? So that's number one. And number two, maybe if they actually had some good policies in place to make sure that Social Security was sound and in place for a very long time, we wouldn't be dealing with this issue. But again, more policies that didn't follow through, and therefore we're dealing with this big issue now, right? But again, this is an issue between Congress. But I want to make this very clear. This is not something that is guaranteed to happen, but it is something that some lawmakers are talking about. And we just have to cross our fingers that maybe they won't consider this because, like I said, about 2/3 of the beneficiaries rely on their monthly benefits prior to full retirement age, right? About 2/3 of the population claims benefits prior to full retirement age. So anyway, this would be a huge deal and be very, very impactful for many people that draw on these benefits. However, I also want to throw this out there as well. In the event that they did implement this, now let's just say they came through with this and they said, okay, we're eliminating the opportunity to claim benefits early. Oh, also something else they're mentioning as well is life expectancies here in the United States continue to increase. In other words, pushing out the date in which people continue to draw on benefits. As of right now, the life expectancy is between about 84 and 86 years old. Well, if somebody starts claiming their benefit at the age of 62, that means that they're going to claim their benefit for about 22 to 24 years. It's a long time. When Social Security was originally set up back in 1935, the life expectancies back then were way less, right? A lot lower than what they are today. So they're basically saying is people are drawing on benefits way longer, and this is drawing a lot more money out of the trust fund that we did not anticipate. Well, maybe we should have figured this out like 40 years ago. I don't know. Again, why did we wait until this very last minute to figure this problem out, right? So, what a messed up system, seriously. But they got something to figure out here, and I just want to say this much. This has not passed yet. This is not something that has gone into effect yet, but it is something they're talking about, and I want to bring this to your attention. But one more thing that I want to mention as well is this much. According to my understanding about this, if you are already receiving benefits, this would not impact you. It would impact people like me, honestly. Basically, they're saying people that are about 40 or younger, or maybe even a little bit older, maybe like 50s, something like this. These are the people that this would impact, but it would all come down to when they would actually pass this, and then, other pieces and legislation, other changes that they would pass along with this. But basically, they're indicating this would not impact anybody that's currently receiving benefits prior to their full retirement age, but anybody that's younger, as in, like me, the sub 40 group. I'm not 40, close. I know, close, but I'm not yet. Basically, it impacts people like me when I come to that age where I would have to, start drawing on retirement benefits, as in I would have to wait until, well, at this point, 70, because that's, or 67, I guess, at this point. But it's probably going to be pushed out to 70. So just want to throw that out there as well, is that this would probably not impact current beneficiaries. But you never know. That's always an option too. They could throw that in there and say, just kidding, we could change it for everybody. So just want to say that. But this is something they are now considering, and this would be a huge, huge blow to a lot of beneficiaries in a big way, right? So anyway, another trick they got up their sleeve that I would say is not even a trick, but more just, well, I was going to say a treat. Honestly, it's not even a treat either. You know what I mean? It's like a lump of coal. Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I can be. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day. I'm watching everything closely. As I do get more details, of course, I'll bring it to you right here in these short videos. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later in the next